stepwise motion, or some people might say scale approach. Right now, these formulas are specifically for chords moving up a fourth or down a fifth. When you get into chords moving up a whole step or up a half step or this way or that way, other than up a fourth or down a fifth, then the parameters change. All right, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Now, in stepwise motion with chords moving up a fourth or down a fifth, if you have a minor 7 moving to a chords, you know, we're talking about chords here. If I have a minor 7 moving to another minor 7 or dominant 7th, the formula will be 1, 2, flat 3, chromatic approach note to the next one. So in terms of this would apply so if I have a C minor 7 to F7, right? The formula is 1, flat 3, 1, 2, flat 3, chromatic approach from below to the next note, which would be F, right? So 1, 2, flat 3, approach 1. So if you have a minor 7 going to another minor 7 or a dominant 7, up a fourth and down a fifth, then the formula will be 1, 2, flat 3, chromatic approach to the next one. Play that. Always do just but always 1, 2, flat 3, A. You know, sing it and say the numbers, because this connection process is what we're trying to develop here. So this is a very important part.
1, 2, flat 3, A. Wait, you say A for the.
Yep.
1, 2, flat 3, A. 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So for that type of movement, you can use that formula. Now, descending on all of these, you simply go down the scale.
Okay.
And it has to be the scale in terms of the functionality. You could, I don't like the word modes, but it'd be the mode, you know, of as related to the chord function.
Okay.
So since C minor is 2 minor, then you know that always gets what Dorian, right?
Yep.
So which means 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. Right? So if I go backwards, 1, flat 7, 6, 5, right? So if I'm on C and I go down to the F, 1, flat 7, 6, 5, 1.
Okay. 1, flat 7, 6. Oh, 1,
You
flat
use
7.
open A.
1, flat 7, 6, 5, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So on all these, just go down the scale of whatever modal function that happens to be.
Okay.
All right? Okay. The next one, dominant 7th to either a major 7 or a dominant 7th. So in the case of the first 8 bars of Autumn Leaves there, we have F7 going to B flat. Right now, its formula going up is going to be 1, flat 2, 2, up a whole step, which would be a chromatic approach note to the next one, right, in the case of F7 to B flat, right? So 1, flat 2, 2, up a whole step, that puts me on the chromatic approach note, half step below the B flat, right?
Right.
Now you might say, well, what's up with flat 2? You know, that's it. It just seems kind of like an odd way.
Right.
Because a lot of people would probably go, kind of like the minor one, right?
Right.
The problem with that is, and this is a very important thing with stepwise motion with walking bass lines. Well, actually, with any type of stepwise movement, whether it be scale and solo or anything, is, you know, you have to control the note function numbers in relationship to the rhythmic and harmonic strong beats within the measure. Right? And that really will define the strength of any line, bass line or solo. right? It's the same concept as that, you know, if you're speaking to somebody, you just don't spit out random words. You put your words in a certain order to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
In the language of music, it's what goes where in the rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right? You just don't play, you can play random notes. I mean, I can spit out random words, but you're going to sit there and look at me funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. You know,
Right.
right? The basic example of this, and let's just stick with 4/4 time because the different time signatures have their own little effect on this, right? But since most of our stuff's in 4/4, let's go with that for a minute.
Okay.
In 4/4 time, if you're playing quarter notes, you want the chord tones to go on beats 1 and 3 more than you don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you're playing eighth notes, you want the chord tones to go on the downbeats more than you don't.
Right.
If you're playing 16th notes, you want the chord tones to go on the eighth notes. So that's why, you know, calling out and being really in tune with the note function is important, because when you start doing this in constructing lines, you have to be aware of the note function number, but you also have to be aware of rhythmically where you are in the measure in order to control that.
Right. Okay.
All right, so that's giving everything names. That's what makes that possible. You understand what I mean?
Yes, I do understand.
All right, so because of that, if I went 1, 2, that note on beat 3 is technically flat 3 of F,
Right.
right? So it makes it sound minor because I'm putting that flat 3 on the strong place rhythmically. All right.
Okay.
So I'm really kind of not using that sentence effectively, right?
Right.
I'm making it sound minor when it's really not. Maybe even unintentionally, but that's the way it's going to sound to somebody, right?
Right.
So since I can't 1, 2, I've only got these two notes to get to B flat, right? 1, 2. If I hit 3 of F, which is cool because that's A, the third of A, right? And I'm putting it on a strong B, you know, B3. But then I've run out of room because my next note up is B flat. So if I did that, my only other choice would be to go up above,
Right.
and then, you know, do a diatonic approach note from above and then back down, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Right? But if I want to keep it a step ladder going up from this F to this B flat, and, you know, and I don't really have enough notes to make it sound major to do that. So let's go the other way. Let's just make it not sound minor.
Okay.
Right? So that's where that flat 2 comes in. 1, flat 2, 2. I'm putting 2 on beat 3 there, which is a scale tone. It's not a super strong note. Generally 2 is a connector between 1 and 3. 1, flat 2, 2. But what I've done is make that not sound minor.
Okay. I hear what you mean.
So that's why that formula is the way it is.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
And then going down from F7 to B flat, you just go down the scale. 1, flat 7, 6, 5, 1. They all just go down the scale.